Greencoat UK Wind is the largest renewable energy investment trust. It was the first to list in 2013, so it created the sector. It's a very simple business. We own interests in 49 different wind farms, and it's a very proven operating model. So what that is generate electricity, that generates cash, pay a cash dividend to our shareholders that's increased in line with inflation every year for the last 13 years, and crucially, reinvest the rest of the money back in the business.
Since IPO, we have generated 2.6 billion of cash. Of that, 1.5 billion has been given back to shareholders in the form of a dividend, and 1.1 billion was available for reinvestment back into portfolio to grow the business. So the first half of 2026 has been a very strong period for the business. Wind generation has been above budget, as of power prices. That has left us with a very substantial net cash generation position of 222 million. That puts us in good stead for the rest of the year.
And that led to dividend cover for the half year of 1.9 times. We've also spent some time on the balance sheet of the business, so we've repaid some debt, and we've also refinanced this year's debt maturities. So it's been a good period of operational and financial performance for the business. So over the next 5 years, we see around 2.1 to 2.6 billion pounds of net cash generation. That, of course, then sustains further increases in our dividend going forward, and crucially, a lot of reinvestment. And why is reinvestment really important? Well, let's look at it. There's no secret. These businesses, they own assets that depreciate. If you don't reinvest, then your future cash flows are going to go down. So you need to reinvest to keep them going up. That's what UK Wind has done since IPO, and it's been proven to work. So we're really excited about having the cash to invest in the opportunities that are emerging. We're at the start of the energy transition. There's a massive scale opportunity for wind. Wind is going to provide 75% of all the new electrons that we're going to need as a result of electrification. So there are lots of opportunities in the broader market, but also quite a lot of opportunities inside the 49 wind farms that we already own. So we're really excited about the investment pathway for the future.
Going forward in the UK, renewables are going to be the dominant force in the generation capacity in the UK. Wind itself will be the leading player in that, not just because of its size, but because from a cost point of view, it is very, very competitive. If you compare it to the cost of new build gas, looking at government projections, it's around about half the price. So there's a huge opportunity there for not just Greencoat UK Wind, but the UK PLC as a whole, in order to generate clean, secure and cheap power for the years to come.
So we have 2 million electric vehicles in the UK at present, and they use roughly 7 terawatt hours of electricity every year. That's just a little bit more than UK Wind generates every year. So if you double the number of electric vehicles to say 4 million, you need another UK Wind just to keep up with that. And that's just vehicles, and that's just doubling it, and it's forecast to more than double. So you can see where the need for electrons is going to come. And as we said, we believe that wind is going to do all the heavy lifting of producing electricity that we need for the future. There's probably too much supply of companies like ours and not enough inherent demand from investors. And we can see that the sort of rationalization of the sector is starting to happen. Even you can see news in the last 3 or 4 weeks of that happening. We think that's a good thing. We think that's a healthy thing. Or we believe that investors are starting to look at what are the sustainable propositions in this area. Which ones are sustainable, which ones aren't? What characteristics do they possess? And if I had to put it down to 3, I would say probably scale and liquidity. That's really important. The ability to self-fund, and lastly, the ability to invest with pretty low execution risk. So these are characteristics that others are trying to create, but UK Wind already possesses. That's simply what we are. That's our business model. So we feel relatively well set and advantaged versus the market.
So in summary, UK Wind offers an attractive investment opportunity at meaningful scale with liquidity. Alongside that, we have the ability to generate capital organically in order to sustain that proposition. This allows Greencoat UK Wind to deliver a low execution risk strategy that enables us to grow shareholder returns in the medium and long term.